Every once in a while, a piece of art just hits different. Not because the technique is perfect or the rendering is super polished, but because it feels personal, like a little piece of your inner world made it onto the page. This color pencil piece, it's hands down the best thing I've made so far. And not because it's flawless, but because of what it taught me. It showed me things no tutorial or art class ever really could. So I want to share 5 lessons that came out of this drawing. Lessons I'll carry with me into every sketch, every piece, probably even outside of art. Whether you're into color pencils, other mediums, or just trying to build a creative practice, I think some of this might resonate. Lesson 1, start messy, then refine. I used to be scared of that awkward, ugly beginning. With color pencils, that first layer always looks weird, light pressure, patchy color, not quite anything yet. I'd hesitate to even begin, worried it wasn't going to turn out right. But with this piece, I just dove in. I gave myself permission to scribble, smudge, explore. No perfect lines, no fully formed idea, just color on paper. And yeah, the early layers looked chaotic, but that's what gave me something to build on. As I kept layering, blending, adjusting pressure, things started to take shape. Clarity didn't come first. It showed up because I started. So now I don't wait for a perfect concept. I just get something down and trust the process will guide me. Lesson 2, time makes the masterpiece. Color pencil work takes time, like real time. It's slow, it's layered, you can't rush it. And honestly, I used to hate that. I'd push myself to finish quickly so I could post something or move on to the next idea. But with this piece, I took breaks. I let it sit. I walked away for a day, sometimes longer. And when I came back, I saw it with fresh eyes. I noticed subtle imbalances, areas that needed more depth, spots that felt too flat. That pause, it gave me insight I never would have had if I powered through. Sometimes the best way to move forward is to stop and breathe. Letting the piece rest gave it and me space to grow. Now I treat time as a creative tool, not a deadline. Lesson 3, emotion is the magic. At some point in this drawing, I stopped worrying about what looked technically correct and started focusing on what felt honest. I pushed color where it didn't belong, added contrast that reflected tension I was feeling, and softened other areas when I needed calm. I wasn't thinking about the end product, I was just processing through the pencil. And suddenly, the drawing felt alive. Not perfect, but full of feeling. I've realized that color pencil art isn't just about detail, it's about energy, presence, you. People connect to emotion way more than technique. So now I try to bring more of myself into every piece. If I'm feeling something deeply, I put it in the work. Because art without emotion is just illustration. Art with emotion, that's connection. Lesson 4, progress over perfection. I definitely hit points in this piece where I wanted to toss the whole thing and start over. I saw flaws. I doubted the direction. I felt stuck. But instead of giving up, I kept layering. I stopped aiming for perfect and just focused on making the next mark, the next adjustment, the next improvement. And something shifted. The piece didn't become flawless, but it became finished. And that's way more powerful. Perfect is an illusion. Progress is real. Every uneven texture, every moment of hesitation, it all adds up to a piece that tells a story. So I've stopped waiting for work to feel ideal before I share it. I'd rather show the journey than wait forever chasing perfection. Lesson 5, my voice is enough. For the longest time, I tried to draw like the artists I looked up to. I mimicked their color palettes, their shading techniques, even their subject matter. But no matter how close I got, it never felt quite right. With this piece, I finally let all that go. I picked colors that felt like me. I trusted my instincts with contrast and composition. And what came out was a style that I now describe as moody and layered. A little raw, a little emotional, kind of intuitive. It might not look like anyone else's, and that's exactly the point. I stopped chasing someone else's voice and started embracing my own. And you can do the same. Your style might not be loud or obvious yet, but it's there, under every line you draw. If you're still figuring it out, I actually made a fun little quiz to help you explore your artistic style. It's linked in the description if you want to check it out. If this spoke to you, feel free to like, share, or follow. But more than anything, just keep going, keep drawing, keep exploring, keep showing up. Because the world doesn't need another perfect piece. It needs your kind of beautiful.